Hey y'all, it's Jag. Welcome back to the arcade. Let's get back to just another game, The Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time. We're having conquered the water dungeon. Yay! I am in such a good mood. I think the only way to make my mood even better is for us to go get a brand new weapon. So that's what we're gonna focus on this episode. Technically, we could have done this as soon as we thought out King Zora, but I wanted to wait because honestly, I was hopeful that I would not need it for Dark Link. I really wanted to try to conquer Dark Link without using any crutches, and then I ended up having to anyway, so I'm a little bit disappointed in myself. But we're gonna go get the weapon now, and I'm sure that'll make me feel better. This is entirely optional. I'll do with you later. I'm not gonna enjoy you. You do not have to do this at all if you don't want to. And it can be a little bit tricky, unless you set yourself up for success. But since we have this poacher saw, the next step that we need to do is we need to go to where we're at. We need to go to Gerudo Valley. Because this is where the carpenters have relocated since they finished the work on Kakariko Village. There are two ways that we can get into Gerudo Valley. You'll notice that the bridge is out. So we can use Epona or we can use the Longshot. I'm going to use the Longshot for now. If I can aim it. There we go. I am a master craftsman. Those Gerudo thieves, they broke the bridge. I want to fix it, but all of my workers are gone. They said working as carpenters isn't cool, and they went to the Gerudo's fortress to become thieves. Hey you! If you're going to the fortress, would you mind finding out what my workers are doing over there? Sure, but that's not what I'm here for. Is this yours? Hey, that saw, it's mine. But I thought I left that saw with my old lady. Oh well. My big Goron tool broke, so I was going to Goron City to get it repaired. Your coming here is great timing. Will you give me my saw? Sure. Good kid, thanks. I'm sorry that I can't give you something as good in return, but take this anyway. You traded the poacher saw for a broken Goron sword. Visit Big Goron to get it repaired. Now, this looks just like the weapon that we already have. The difference being is we can still actually use this weapon. You can use this. It does half the damage of the Master Sword, so it does a quarter of its original value. But you can still use it. It's also got really crappy range. But we want to go get this other one repaired, because if we do that, we'll get a much better reward. Whee! I might show off this little broken thing for a couple of fights. Not too long, because basically it's kind of like fighting with the Kokiri sword again, only with much less range. It's very short. It's kind of funny that you can still use it though. Alright. I have to admit that I am enjoying recording this much more than I thought I would. I always liked Ocarina of Time. It's never been my favorite Zelda, but I've always enjoyed playing it. The thing is, the reason why I went without playing it for so long was just because I had kind of like the same syndrome I have with a lot of my games. I boot it up, I'd play it for the first couple hours, and then I put it down and I never played again. This is the first time in a while I've gotten this far in the game. And honestly, like, At this point, when I'm recording this episode, I'm kind of actually hopeful to finish at least the next two temples in this recording session. We'll see. At this point in the game, I recorded this 3.5 weeks ago from before when you see it. So if you haven't seen me responding to comments, that's why, because I'm almost a month ahead of you. Alright, let's go. That's probably not good. And why isn't the Skulltula house on fire? Haven't they suffered enough? Get back, Link. You're a good ninja. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't worry, Shiek. I'll save me! I did it. I saved us all. Looks like you're coming around. Link, a terrible thing has happened. The evil shadow spirit has been released. Impa, the leader of Kakariko village, had sealed the evil shadow spirit in the bottom of the well. But the force of the evil spirit got so strong, the seal of the well broke and it escaped into the world. Uh-oh, did we do that? I believe Impa has gone to the Shadow Temple to seal it again, but she will be in danger without any help. Link, Impa is one of the 6 sages. Destroy the evil shadow spirit and save Impa. There is an entrance to the Shadow Temple beneath the graveyard behind this village. The only thing I can do for you is teach you the melody that will lead you to the Shadow Temple. This is the melody that will draw you into the infinite darkness that absorbs even time. Listen to this, the Nocturne of Shadow. You have learned the Nocturne of Shadow. Let me take care of the village. I'm counting on you, Link. So you're gonna do absolutely nothing and leave it all up to me as usual. I see how it is. Now, the game really tries to point you to doing the Shadow Temple. I'm going to show you my status screen. The Shadow Temple is the Shadow Medallion is the medallion to the left of the Light Medallion. So it goes Light, Forest, Fire, Water, Spirit, Shadow. The game really tries to point you to the Shadow Temple, but I like doing these in order. So we're going for the Spirit Temple next. So We're gonna ignore Impa for the time being. I like doing the Shadow Temple last. I feel like it fits better to do it that way. I mean, you can, once you have the Longshot, you can do these temples in either order that you want. In fact, if you really want, you can do the Shadow Temple just long enough to get the dungeon item and then leave. And this is how bad the broken Giant's Knife is. It's so short and it's so weak. Yeah, I'm done with it. I'm done. It's kind of funny to use, but I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna take back my Master Sword! Alright. You guys didn't see me plant this bean because I actually forgot that I didn't plant it. But even though we've already got the Piece of Heart, this will be useful. A, for getting a quick way to Goron City, and also a quick way to the top of Death Mountain, because this drops us off basically right before we need to climb the wall, which is gonna be really handy. We still have quite a few time segments on the trading sequence, and you want to set yourself up for success. That means that having Epona is going to be very necessary, and things like that bean sprout, even though you may not use it for the heart piece, is going to be helpful as well. Nevi, do you want to target that Skulltula so I can shoot it? I don't care how you shoot it, Link, just shoot it. That's the important thing. Alright, now let's get up the wall. Also, I think I hear lawn care outside. I hope they don't pick up on the mic, because I really do want to record these next two temples. Oh, hey, you are awake at night. Yeah, that Goron that's in Goron City, that's not Big Goron. That's Medi Goron. This is Big Goron. My brother opened a new store. It's Medi Goron's Blade Store. However, I am better at making blades. Hylian carpenters praise me for my skills. I'm not lying. Alright, well, so far between you and your brother, you both have given me a broken weapon. So, as far as I'm concerned, you're the same. That broken knife is surely my work. I really want to repair it, but because of yesterday's eruption, my eyes are irritated. There are fine eye drops in Zora's domain. You will find them if you go to see King Zora. Please go get the eye drops. Okay. You checked in the broken Goron sword and received a prescription. Go see King Zora. So we could have done this at any point after, as I said, we could have done this at any point after we defeated, after we freed King Zora. Could have gone straight here, or straight to the Gerudo Valley, turned in that sword, come here, got the prescription, and, you know, we'd have Big Goron's sword before I ever started the Water Temple, but I just wanted to wait. I just wanted to see if I could fight Dark Link without it. Turns out I can't. We all learned something today. Number one, I can't speak when I get excited. That's something we've known for a long time. We did not learn that today. We've known that forever. But we need to get this prescription to Zora's domain. Then we're gonna have one time sequence to Lake Hylia, and then we're gonna have a time sequence all the way back here. And I really hope that those leaf blowers aren't being picked up on the mic, because that's a really bad time for them to start up. If they are, I might have to re-record this entire thing because I don't want that. I don't want you guys to listen to that. Alright. I would say I would do a cut, but I mean, I don't, you know what? I don't even need to get Epona, do I? I just kind of need to jump in the river. One thing about this trading sequence, I don't know if I mentioned this. One thing about this trading sequence, you cannot warp. When you're on a time limit, and we're gonna have 2 of them, if you use any of the travel songs, your timer will be reduced to 1 second, so that when you load in, you will immediately lose. So don't use any of the travel songs. The bean sprouts are going to be very useful, particularly that one next to Big Gorn. I mean, we already saw how useful one of the bean sprouts was when we left the Lost Woods with the mushroom. Because that took us just straight into the exit, right? If you jumped off at the right time, you could ignore having to go through Kokiri Village at all. And we only have one more bean sprout to plant, which we're gonna do in Gerudo Valley. That's the wrong song. That was not my fault. There we go. Alright, King Zora, I did you a favor. I really need you to do me a favor. Please? Also, I don't think I'm ever gonna thaw that shopkeeper out. Hopefully I'll never have to buy... Oh, speaking of which, yeah, I should never have to buy a Zora tunic at this point. Because we're done with the Zora and Goron tunics. As far as I remember. Oh, this is... well, eye drops. You might say we have them, you might say we don't. We do have the ingredients. If you take the ingredients to the doctor at the lake laboratory, he can make the drops for you. But you need to deliver them fresh. Can you make it before they spoil? I'll do my best. You used the prescription and received an eyeball frog. Be quick and deliver it to Lake Hylia while it's cold. Alright, we got 3 minutes. Let's go. We have to book it. In fact, I'm gonna give myself a concussion jumping from here. Just because it's faster. Ow. Link, your knees will heal. Your knees will heal in time, don't worry. So, again, this is a 3-minute timer. We've got to get from Zora's River all the way to the Lake Hylia laboratory, which is kind of like getting from the Lost Woods all the way to Kakariko Village. It's similar. It's not the longest trek that we're gonna have to make. It's not the real challenge of this. Although it's gonna take us an entire minute to get out of Zora's domain. There we go, finally. Screw you, Octorox, I don't care. Really don't care about any of your crap right now. Actually, I probably should have brought Epona over here just to save myself some time. Where are you coming from? Wow, why were you that far away? Also, stop. Rotate around and go. Remember when I said that leaving Epona in a good spot was going to be critical to success? I might have screwed myself a little bit. We might be fine. If you're not good at jumping these fences, don't risk it. The hole's not that far away. Also, I'm not worried about you at the moment, Poe. I'm gonna deal with you another time. Don't worry. Your time is coming. I've got places to be. Alright, let's hope I'm lined up. Perfect. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna make sure you're pointed at the way out. It's worth it to take the extra time to do that. Hey, take these. There we go. Oh, wow. I haven't seen an eyeball frog like this since Zora's domain froze over. These eyeballs are so delicious. Tonight I will cook fried eyeballs for the first time in a long time. Hoi, 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 hoi. Such great stuff. Please say thank you to King Zora. What? These are for making Biggoron's eye drops. So how disappointing. You should have said so in the first place. Here it is. This medicine doesn't have any preservatives in it, so it won't last long at this temperature. Run as fast as you can to Death Mountain. You're young. You can do it. You traded the eyeball frog for the world's finest eye drops. Hurry! Take them to Biggoron before they go bad. Alright, we got 4 minutes to do this. Cool. So we got an extra minute. Why would you want to eat fried eyeballs? I guess that they're tasty, but... no. On. I was trying to start before we actually got our carrot meter. Now, again, if we have Epona... and I can actually jump a fence. No, get on the thing. Yes, Epona is the thing now. Stop it! Okay, good. Well, that cost us a lot of time. Because it's gonna take we'll probably be okay. If we can get to Kakariko within a minute, we'll probably be okay. Because it won't take us that long to get through Kakariko and up Death Mountain. I hope. Oh man, though. I don't like the fence detection in this game. Jumping fences is not as intuitive as they make it sound. It doesn't feel like you're lined up with them a lot of the time, but then Epona will jump. But then when you are lined up, Epona refuses to jump. Alright. Kakariko Village, here we are. Time for the legend of roll. Hup, ha, hup, ha, hup, ha, hup, ha, hup. Listen, it's a fast way to get around, okay? There's a reason speedrunners use this. Although I don't know if speedrunners... Well, no, I know for a fact that 80% speedruns do not even remotely go this far. Because you can actually beat this game If you know what you're doing in about 5 minutes. I'll tell you more about that in a minute, but I am concentrating because I want to get to this bean platform. Alright, take me to the top. Thank you. Stupid Skulltulas! Why do you exist? Not fighting you, Tight. No, down. Link. Navi, you want to aim at it? Thank you. Oh man, it's gonna be close. Wake up! I got your prescription! Yes! Really? You brought the eye drops? I'm so relieved. I'm going to use them right now. Wow! This is stimulating. It's working great. Now I can get back to my blade business. My work is not very consistent, so I'll give this to you so you won't forget. Trust me, I'm not gonna forget. After a few days, please return. Just wait patiently. You got the Biggeren sword. You got a claim check for it. You can't wait for the sword to be completed. I believe you have to wait 3 days. Does he tell you? Not yet. Hey you are impatient. Alright. We'll play this 6 times. Actually, I am gonna do a cut here. I'll see you on the 3rd day. Alright, this should be at least the 3rd day. Do you have my sword for me? That sword is my finest work. You handed in the claim check and got the Biggeren sword. This blade was forged by a master smith and won't break. Nice. Also, we get to keep our claim check as a souvenir. We don't get the giant's knife anymore. In fact, now that you have Biggeren's sword, can I have another one? I give this to you for a souvenir. Now that we have the Biggeren sword, you can't get the giant's knife anymore. The Biggeren sword does twice the damage of the master sword at the cost of not being able to use a shield. Also, it has huge range, and you can still use your spin attack with it. It's so good. I may not use it a whole lot, but it is definitely worth the effort to go get. Especially if you're struggling with Dark Link. Because Dark Link can't mirror the Biggeren sword, and since you have range, he can't hit you, so you just wail on him with it. Anyway, with that weapon in hand, we're finally ready to head back on our quest. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for coming out and joining me today. As always, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed what you saw, let me know. Give me a like, leave me your comments. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you then. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.